Eric Thomas, also known as Big Homie, has practiced his love for being a DJ for over 20 years. LUTV multimedia journalist Willie Carrierre had the chance to sit down with Thomas to discuss his career.
We're talking to Erik Thomas, aka Big Homie T, 102.5 radio. And Eric, I want to thank you so much for coming out and visiting with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Looking forward to it.
All right. Hey, Eric, tell us a little bit about where you're from and how'd you get to Beaumont?
Okay. Originally from Meridian, Mississippi. Been in Lake Charles, Louisiana for the past 20 years doing radio there. And started here back in 2022 in Beaumont, working at Magic. It's been a blast, just getting a chance to get around and meet a lot of different people over here. So just looking forward to check it all in, everything that they have to offer.
It's good. There's so much going on in Beaumont now that COVID is lifted and the weather is getting better.
Right.
Tell us about some of the activities that's going to be going on that you're involved with.
There's, of course, Beaumont is really known for the big mural ceremony that they have. It's going to be like toward the end of February, so that's going to be something that we'll be part of. A big car show with LA Productions going to be happening in March. Looking forward to that too. And if the listeners get a chance to listen to us, we have a lot of things that are going to be coming up in Houston that we'll have tickets for in Magic. So be looking out. Comedy shows, music shows, a lot of stuff happening.
Okay. A lot of things going on.
Yeah.
How do you like the Golden Triangle? I mean, you've been here, what, a year, 2 years now?
Almost 2 years, yeah.
Two years.
The people here are real cool, man. And the one thing about, between Beaumont and Lake Charles, it's all kind of similar, especially food-wise. But just getting around and getting a chance to meet a lot of different folks, talking to the mayor and just some of the things that he's got coming up. A lot of different socialites in the area that have really kind of made me feel welcome. A lot of good people that have just kind of taken me around. If it's people that they've known, they've introduced me to other people. So like just in general, Beaumont, Orange, Port Arthur, it's nothing but good folks. Just looking forward to some big things to happen.
How do you like radio? I mean, and are you a radio, how'd you get into this media branch?
Man, I started as a kid. My oldest brother, he's no longer here with us, but he used to collect records, and a lot of times he was in the military, so he would bring records back home to me and I just kind of take them and listen to them. And then I started getting kind of infatuated with the voices, the people that I heard on the radio. And I think that was just kind of, the bug kind of bit me and made me want to be a part of it. So I love radio because I feel like it's an opportunity to give information to our listeners, keep them informed of what's happening in the city and the community and the world. But it's been a passion of mine, man. Since 14, I've just had a love for it.
Tell us, as a radio jock, you get a chance to meet famous people, big time musician. Who's the biggest musician that you've ever met?
That I've met, it's it's been a while. I think for me, because I like a lot of old school. So one of the biggest ones is probably Teddy Riley from the group Guy. He did production for Michael Jackson. He did for a lot of different people. I've done a lot of phone interviews. That's been Sierra, Fantasia, T.I., stuff like that. So yeah, probably the biggest that I've met, I would say Teddy right now.
Okay, all right. Do you have anything that you want to say? This is the college. I mean, and we have students that are wanting to be in the media. What can you advise, or is there anything that you can say to them to encourage them?
I would say, follow what your professor says. Listen to him. He's going to give you some tips that are going to help you make it out there. Be very influential on social media. Try to use it for the benefit, not on a negative, because it's really, the digital platform is where it's at right now. So you want to be very included on what's happening in the world. You want to try to make sure your presence is seen, make people, if you have a brand, you are a brand. If you're somebody that wants to get into this media form, you are a brand. So make sure you take that and elevate it to the best of your ability. So just stay, whatever is going to be on the cutting edge, try to stay ahead of it.
Try to stay ahead of the cutting edge. Okay, that's good advice. So we're getting close to the end of this interview. How can we get in touch with you? If we got information, you usually offer, I notice you offer your listeners an opportunity to advertise for free if it's a nonprofit? How do we get in touch with you?
If you have an event like it's going to be coming up pretty soon, hit us on the Magic 102.5 Facebook page. You can also follow me on Facebook, Erik, Erik Tee, on Facebook. And as far as email, if you got a PSA or a public service announcement, erik.t@cumulus.com.
Cumulus.com. Erik, we're just about the end of this interview, man. I want to thank you so much for coming out today, and we appreciate it. You do so much, man, and you know you're always out there in the community, and I mean just out there in the public.
Yeah,
I want to thank you for that. You know,
thank you for the invite, and this guy's out there too. So follow Willie wherever he's at. You know, it's a lot of stuff happening. So I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
To hear the full conversation about Erik Thomas's story about becoming a radio personality and DJ, visit LUTV News online media platforms.